Hello everybody, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk all about 75 hard. All right, so yesterday was the day I finished 75 hard. It took me longer than 75 days to finish. And I'm going to share with you guys today in the video my experience. What was it like? I really enjoyed videos like this before I started it. I was nervous. I knew I needed to change. I knew I needed to challenge myself. I am one who, if you've seen any of my videos for any length of time or follow me on Instagram, I share that I love health and love fitness, but I also love carbs and eating junk. And so I do it more for like health benefits. There's health issues in our family and I just want to be preventative and do everything I can to live the best life I can. And so I encourage women to do the same. And I, run challenge groups and support women on their health and fitness journey too. So I am familiar with working out every day, but doing 2 workouts a day and then having to commit to a nutrition plan for 75 days, I just thought is going to be a challenge. This is definitely going to be a challenge. So I'm going to share with you what are the requirements of 75 hard and then how to go. Okay, so the very first one is 2 45-minute workouts a day, and one of them has to be outdoors. The next one is to follow a diet of your choosing. So whatever it is, you just have to stick to it for the 75 days. You have to drink a gallon of water a day. I had upped my water before doing this, but some days you just don't get to it. But when it's 75 hard, you have to follow all these steps. You have to start over. Read 10 pages of personal development every single day. Take a progress picture every single day, and no alcohol and no cheats. So I chose for my workouts, I'll just start there, start from the beginning of the list. I chose for my workouts to do a Beachbody online streaming workout every single day and chose a program and did it with our squad of girls. So I have a group of like 100 women and we pick a program and we do it at the same time, and just a bunch of us choose the same one. And it just is such an encouragement to know they're doing it at the same time as I. So we were doing Let's Get Up. We were doing 21 Day Fix, Real Time, and then Extreme. So there's been different programs that we've been doing, and that's what I did for one of my workouts. And if it didn't last the full 45 minutes, I have an indoor bike that I do. So I do that to add on the time, or I would add on abs. So that's what I would do for one of them. The second workout was always a walk. Always a walk outdoors. I could listen to music. I could listen to YouTube videos. I could get some fresh air. Such a great way to start my day. And I didn't love it at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, I'm really tired. I've pushed myself all day, done all that I can do. So if I forgot it, or it was pouring, or it was cold, or we ran out of time, I had to do it at the end of the day, or I'd wait till the kids are after school. I was like, all right, let's go outside. Let's go for a walk. Or what I did just a few times, not really most of the times, if my son wanted to play basketball or my daughter wanted to play volleyball, I'd do that with them outdoors. And when I attempted this the first go around, and I'll share why I failed in just a little bit, I was doing swimming, and I would swim outside with the kids and do laps and swim in the pool, and that worked out really good too. So if you do 75 hard where you have access to a pool, that's a really fun way to get in one of your workouts outdoors if the weather's permitting. Okay, following a diet. So I was initially, first go around, was following Ultimate Portion Fix, and then I switched to, for the second go around, sorry, it's just taking me a minute, with this time for the 75 days, I did To Be Mindset. So I've been doing Ultimate Portion Fix for years and years, and I just knew I needed a change. So I decided to follow To Be Mindset. I'm finding it super freeing, and I'm finding it's working. Like, it's really working. So much so that the girls in our squad started it this last week, and they've lost collectively 34 pounds in a week, which is crazy. So To Be Mindset is a game changer. It really works on your mindset and thinking differently about food. And it's been so good. Okay. A gallon of water a day. So I bought a big gallon jug that's gorgeous and pretty from Amazon. And every night before bed, I would fill it up with a gallon of water and put it in the fridge. And so the way I got in my water every day was I would add pre-workout to it first thing in the morning. So that would be like 22 ounces. I have healthy Gatorade I would add to it. And that's another 20 ounces in the morning. Every night before bed, I'd make an herbal tea. So this is like 10 ounces of liquid. So that right there is 22, 44, 54. So 54 ounces was accounted for. And then the rest of it, I'd have to just guzzle the rest of the day. And I didn't drink out of the gallon jug. I would pour it into smaller travel containers that were around like 30 ounces. And then fill them with ice because that always helps. I was also found drinking from a straw helped. So if I had a water bottle that had a straw, I also had learned that every time you take your water, you should take 10 sips of it. So like take 10 big gulps and that helps get it in. I also found that I really needed to have the bulk of it done by like 5 or 6 o'clock or I was sorry. The first few days of trying to get in the gallon and then waiting before bed to try to get it in was like, I'm up in the night having to go pee. Like, oh, it's terrible. The other is if we were on a road trip, you don't want to have to stop all the time to go to the bathroom. So that was really challenging. Trying to plan it out ahead of time if we knew we were going to travel later in the day, then trying to get it done first thing. That kind of stuff. Or if I'm going to be in the car rider line, I don't want to be chugging 30 ounces. I want to wait until I'm almost ready to get the kids, then chug it and then get home. So it really takes like planning it out and then thinking about your job and what your lifestyle is of how can you get in all that water. I found as the days were going on too, that I was able to not have to run to the bathroom as much. My body kind of got used to that. But I do feel better drinking this amount of water. And it also limits me on drinking other things. So if I want to grab a healthy soda, we drink Zevia, and it's soda sweetened with stevia. It's acquired. If you don't love the taste of stevia, it's going to take a little bit. Or if you're drinking regular soda and swapping, it's hard. But if I'm going to drink that, I have to think, okay, that's like 12 ounces that I could be drinking water instead. So it had me like rethinking whether or not I was going to do it. I would say that getting in the gallon was hard at first, but it isn't hard anymore. In fact, this week, since ending 75 hard, I've upped it an extra 10 ounces. So I'm doing a gallon and 10. So I don't know. I've just heard from learning with 2B Mindset with my dietitian, Alana, that she says, more water, more weight loss. So it's working so far. So I'm really liking it. Okay. Read the 10 pages of personal development. I am one that loves reading personal development. I love reading books that add value to my life, that encourage me, that inspire me to live my best self, live my best life, help others, inspire others. I just don't want to waste my time. I want to do things that add value, that kind of thing. And I've always read that kind of book since high school, but that's what I've been interested in. But consistently finding the time to sit down and do that, I have not done since 75 hard. And I think that is the thing that I'm going to take away from this the most that I value. Maybe that in the water. So what I'm finding is that to check it off the list, I have to do it every day and it doesn't take that long. But I've read so many books. I can't even tell you because I started 75 over again. I can't even tell you how many. I mean, at least 10 books over the last 100 days. It's been so good. So good. And sometimes you get at least for me before 75 hard, I would get a book, have good intentions, and then it would sit there and then I go, oh yeah, I wanted to read that. I need to sit down and do that. This has made me intentional. I get out my book, I put on some music, I light one of my confectionery soap candles, and I sit down and I just read my 10 pages. I actually have a couple different books I'm doing right now. I have a personal development book. I'm reading the Bible, and I'm also reading 2 different devotional books. I'm looking over here because that's where they are. And that's what I've been doing the last few weeks, just gearing up for my big 40th birthday coming up. And so I thought I want to read and dive deep into some different things before I turn 40. So I've loved that. I'm going to continue doing 10 pages a day, doing it first thing in the morning. I found if I sleep in late, running late, and I don't do it till later, it is 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock when I have an alarm on my phone that says, don't forget to do your 75 hard tasks. And I go, oh my gosh, I got to go and go do that. The next one is to take a progress picture. I don't really know the purpose of this besides, like, I've listened to the podcast on 75 Hard and read the book. Most people don't like to take pictures of themselves or look at themselves. For me, I'm sharing my life on YouTube. I share my life on Instagram, so I do that quite often. And I do share a picture after I work out, so that wasn't hard for me, but I think that's something that could be hard for other people. What it was hard for me is that it was a task that I had to get done. And if I didn't do my workout first thing in the morning, I wouldn't think about it. So I have an alarm on my phone that says take progress picture at 9 a.m. So if I haven't done my workout yet, then it's like, okay, you got to get to it and you need to take the picture. So I did that. And then the last one is no alcohol and cheats. My meal plan allows foods that I consider are fun, and they're called silly treats. And then when I was doing Ultimate Portion Fix, the first go around, you can do 3 swaps of your carbs for a silly treat. So I never felt deprived. I knew that it's possible for me to eat foods that I consider fun. But I've got to like stick within the parameters of the plan that you chose. So it can be hard for some people. And if you are addicted to sugar or things that are, not good for you, it can be really hard at first, but doing something like 75 Hard will really kick your cravings. So the first go around, I have never been motivated like I was motivated with this. I was watching everybody's YouTube videos on 75 Hard. I was following people who were doing 75 Hard on Instagram. I was following the creator of 75 Hard on Instagram. I still am. And I listened to his podcast before agreeing to start to figure out what I was in for. And then I ordered the book and I read the book cover to cover before I started that following Monday. So I got ready. As soon as I got the book, then I read it cover to cover and then got started. And I was on a roll. I was so excited. I was so passionate. I was ready to do this. I was ready to crush life. I was ready to shed the pounds that I wanted to, even though this was a mental toughness challenge and not a weight loss challenge. It really is tough. It's really challenging. It's really thinking through all these details. Now, they also have an app that I highly recommend if you're considering doing 75 Hard to definitely download the app. The reason being is life gets busy. And the app will not let you move on to day 2, 3, 4, 5, et cetera, if you didn't do the previous day. And if you didn't check off those items, then it says, are you sure you want to move on to the next day or did you fail? It hits you did I? I did. Okay, I'm good. But I have an alarm set at 9. I think it's 9. So before I go to sleep to finish my tasks, that gives me an extra hour and a half before I'm going to go to sleep, because I usually go to sleep around 10:30 to finish the items. If I didn't do the second workout, if I didn't take the picture, all those things. So it's super, super helpful. Whereas if you're just tracking it in a notebook, you could wake up the next morning and go, oh my gosh, I missed it. How did I miss it? I forgot that one little thing. The app doesn't let you forget it. I have seen people where they set alarms on their phone. I will say it's way easier with a group. The first time around I did this, I put it out there. Asked friends if they wanted to do it too. They didn't have to do Beachbody with me unless they wanted to. And so some of the girls from my Beachbody group joined me. And then some people in just friends, they joined me. We created a chat. And that is part of what was encouraging for me too, because I was checking in with these girls. But what was hard is that some of them were falling off. And then it's because I felt bad that I was keeping going and then it was too hard for others or life was too busy. You really have to commit. You have to think through what holidays are coming up and what's happening in your life. So the first time we did it, I was in it for 46 days. I could see the finish line. We were gearing up for it. I was going. I think I was the only one left in the group that I had created that was doing it. My family's not doing it, but I was dedicated. I was not going to miss it. And then we got COVID. We got the big C and it was horrible. Horrible. I was so sick for so long. And so grateful that we made it out, that we're okay. My husband and I are fine. Our kids never got anything, but it totally derailed. And it took like a month and a half before I could start 75 Hard. And I didn't even know if I was going to. And I had girls say, like, I've asked people, should I just start where I left off or should I start over? And just really felt like I should start over, start fresh. And that's what we did. It was hard. It was really hard. It was hard to start over. But if you listen to the podcast or read the book, most people don't finish. Most people don't. It is a very hard mental toughness challenge. There is a phase 2. There is a phase 3. Phase 2 involves having a vision, like dreaming of like what your life is going to look like. I don't know if he has a book on that. I really feel like I need to dive deep or listen to the next podcast to see if that's something I want to do. Plus a 5-minute cold shower and all the things that are already on that list. I think because it's November, you know, I'm turning 40 in a couple weeks. We're going to go to Disney and we have Thanksgiving and Christmas. I really don't think I'm going to jump into the next 75 Hard right now. However, I'm not saying never, because whenever you do that, it's always like a yes. I feel like that's always the case. However, come January 1st, I'm always ready for a challenge. And because I know I've done 75 Hard before, I know I can do it again. And I know that it added way more value than it did hard stuff to my life. I would consider it. And so if you feel like you are ready for a change, you're wanting something different, you want to challenge yourself, this is an incredible challenge. And I remember going on my walk and I was sharing on my Instagram stories one of the days where it just clicked for me that this is such a gift I gave to myself. I was carving out time for myself, eating healthy, reading personal development, going on a walk every day to have mental clarity and just feel good, doing a workout that was either strength or cardio when I got home, drinking all this water, all these things was really enriching my life. And for the first time in a long time, I was putting myself as a priority in so many ways, and it just adds so much benefit. I just feel better in my clothes. I feel stronger mentally. I feel like I can take on challenges. I'm capable of more than I thought I was capable of. And so I'm definitely excited to do 75 Hard phase 2, just not yet. I am going to continue doing 1 workout a day, maybe 2, but not put that pressure on myself. I'm continuing to follow To Be Mindset because right now a bunch of girls are doing it with me, and my goal is to lose 30 pounds from where I am right now. So I'm going to follow the diet, still drinking the gallon of water, still reading 10 pages of personal development. I still take progress pictures, but not intentionally for the app of 75 Hard. I share them on social media when I do a workout, so I always do that. And then no alcohol or cheats unless it's like part of the plan, like a silly treat, but it's not a cheat. So technically I'm following it, except for not being as strict with the 2 workouts a day, and both of them being 45 minutes. I'm definitely continuing to do a 30-minute workout every day. That's kind of more my speed of what I like. And then a walk if the weather and time permits. So if you have any questions about 75 Hard at all, or you've done it before, I would love to chat with you in the comments below. In December, we'll be starting a new workout program. So if you are looking for a challenge, I don't know what program's coming out, but I know that there's a new one, and I run groups all the time. So if you're wanting to walk in closer and you just need some accountability and someone to show up in your corner and cheer for you, you're totally welcome to join us. Just let me know. And then in January, if you've done 75 Hard before and you want to do 75 Hard phase 2, I may be a good partner for you because I'm really considering it as a challenge. I'm really scared of the 5-minute cold showers. Not gonna lie. But if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, right? Anyway, cheers to 75 days. I'm super proud of myself. It feels so good to finish what I started. It is a very long time. And if we didn't get the big C when we did, we would have been finished this in August. But here we are in November, and it's okay. It's part of the process, part of the journey, but I am very grateful to check it off my list. All right, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to see more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.